Okay, hello Leo. Let's start with the relevant past. We have the Chariot, and this Chariot is aspected coming towards something at a very quick, fast pace, followed by a time of introspection. As we do the reading, we'll kind of pull the story together, but that's two major arcana, and it's a pretty big deal. This is some sort of battle that you had to wage, something that you won though. You were victorious. Now, for the present energy, you have somebody offering you their cup. It looks like somebody who is available emotionally, somebody who is forthright, somebody who is honest. This could be you. I know that you're a fire sign, but you know, any of the kings could represent any of us at any time, depending on what mode we're in. So as we go along, we'll see. And here's another sign of a battle that was hard won, but it was won. And it is in the center of your reading, and attached to that, here we have resting after some sort of a thing. And I'm assuming it was difficult. If you notice in the background through the window, there's fires raging. It looks like this person had been through a lot. Let's see. For the near future, you do have the Death card. The Death card here is pleasantly aspected. It's death, it's rebirth, and it's the sun rises again. And this is followed by a closing out of a cycle. It looks like you were wounded in the process of this cycle ending. Here we have the Wheel of Fortune. You do have a lot of major arcana in this reading. I mean, in general. You have the Wheel of Fortune, which means that it means a lot of different things in a lot of different readings, but in this, the way it's aspected, and if you look at the other side of this, it's different. It has different meaning. This carries the Magician with it. So I feel that it's your own energy that's creating this change. You're manifesting the change. You want the change. Here in the column of warnings from Spirit, there is a be careful what you wish for card, which we might have to clarify, because it is followed by, you know, the Ace of Pentacles. So you might have a wish to start something that you feel will be very lucrative. And here we have it being lucrative. But I guess the warning is that it doesn't come without a cost, and to be careful what you wish for. It's not a warning against what you want to do. So let's just keep going and see what the rest of the reading pulls, how it pulls everything together. Here we have in energy that's available to you if you wish it. Each of us has energy that's positive, that's available to us at any given moment if we choose it. And in this particular instance, there's movement, fruitful movement. There is you taking on the personality of the King of Swords. Actually, I'm sorry, that's the Queen of Swords. And this is somebody who is very logical, very black and white, very truthful, very honest. And here we have, and this is in the good stuff, you walking away from something that no longer suits you. Okay, So let's tie all this together. So you have the Chariot here, and if you notice, if this side of the Chariot would mean you're leaving a situation. You're moving towards a situation at the start of this reading, and it is connected somehow with this fight. It's a victory. It is a victory. It's not, it wasn't an easy thing, but you were victorious, and you manifested a new future for yourself as a result. This fight also brought about the death of something, and the birth of something else. Here we have you going inward, really thinking, and if you look at the picture of the Hermit in this particular on this particular card, you'll see he has an egg. You have something, or you had something that you were nurturing quietly by yourself. You really didn't want to share it. I'm not sure whether you shared it and that was the battle, but you had to close out a cycle, and almost you had to kill something. Something else had to die in order for this to be born. Usually I would say the Ten of Swords is, obviously somebody stabbing you. In this particular reading, I don't see it that way. I really do think, coupled with the death card, really right above the death card, you had to kill something in order for something else to be born. And with this King of Cups, now that I'm looking at it, I'm wondering if this isn't you holding out your idea, very, very proud and sure of yourself, and maybe someone fighting this idea, somebody or a group of somebodies. I mean, in the end, you win, and it is not easy with the swords and the wands, but you seem pretty stubborn in this idea and what you want for yourself. The warnings, I mean, aren't really warnings at all. It looks like, honestly, be careful what you wish for. This idea will be fruitful. Maybe when it is fruitful, fully ripened, maybe it will be a lot more work than you think. It doesn't look bad though. It just looks busy. It looks really like a busy thing. And this is you standing in your truth, standing in what you know, standing in what you want, and not bending and walking away from something that no longer suits you in lieu of the forward motion of these wands, which is your true nature, right? So none of this was easy. It was a goal that was not easily attained, and it looks like there were some casualties here, but in the end, at the bottom of the deck here, you have the Six of Swords, and that's you. I don't know if you could see this, but it's you moving away from, actually, excuse me, you're moving towards. Look, if you look at the back of these cards, this would be moving away. These both are moving towards, and you are moving towards this goal. You are moving out of the energy of being stuck in a mental type prison with worry. And you're not really worried so much about the logistics of it or the work, but there was someone that was hurt about this decision that you made, for sure. it didn't come, it was not an easily won thing. So let's see real quick about yeah, see the butterfly, right? I'm going to put this right on the death card because it is rebirth. Butterflies die temporarily to be reborn into something better, a better version of themselves. There might have been people or someone in your life that really liked the way it was, the predictability of what was, and they fought against you moving into this energy. But here we have the duck, and it even says it's time to move on from the problem you are facing. So this battle is over. And if it's not over now, I promise you it's going to be over soon. And it's all a matter of you stepping into this power, at least temporarily. And once you step into that power, you'll be able to get right back into the passionate side of Leo that, you know, knows what they know and goes after it. It seems like there were people or a situation that made you doubt all this, but after some time and introspection, you have come to the conclusion that either you don't care how anyone feels, or you understand that how you feel matters more. And this egg that you're cultivating is valuable, and you're going to you're out to prove it by this wants to come out. Let me see. So you have light and dark attributes, which is true pretty much with anybody. You have the shadow side and the light side, and I think Spirit is telling you that you almost have to tap into your shadow side to get this done. And the shadow side of you would be someone who does not bend with their opinion, where normally maybe you might at least hear them out. Maybe you might even on the surface agree and say, okay, maybe you care about these people or this situation, but I'll tell you, it is not something that you're going to it's not something that you're going to stay in. You're not going to stay in that. I mean, listen, you absolutely can stay in this. This is a choice. You are given a choice. This is the problem. This is what you've been going through, and here is a possible solution if you choose it. Even the bad stuff, the warnings are actually quite good. So whatever this is that you're contemplating is a really good thing. Here you have Prince, okay? It's power. You want to rule over yourself. There's something about this that makes me feel like you're tired of taking orders, or you don't want to. You want to either work for yourself or be your own person, regardless of, in the end, who it hurts. And you know, this isn't a betrayal, and that's why they're hurt, or it's more like a disappointment. But it's temporary, you know. It is a temporary thing. Here, let's see. I am going to do some charms. I just want to shuffle these cards first before I throw the charms down, so I know that they are all mixed. Okay. This is for Leo. Okay, so let's see. You have the moon in home and family. You have, it's actually the moon and the star. It looks like it's something that is hidden. And it probably goes along with that thing that you're cultivating. That egg that you're cultivating. You have to this point maybe kept it close to the chest, or maybe recently you've had this battle, but there was a time you kept that very, very hidden. And here we have, in between home and family and spirit, we have a bridge, and the bridge is you, because if you notice, this isn't just spirit itself, it's you. So between home and family and you, there might have been a wall there that maybe they were unaware of. There has been a bridge built because perhaps you've absolutely come out with something important. Here we have well-being, leave me alone. Right? Maybe you have people in your life that were trying to tell you what to do. You really can't do that to a fire sign. And here on finances, you have Virgo, and you also have Gemini in between health and finances. So, you know, the Gemini, you could have a Virgo or a Gemini in your life that is prevalent. The Virgo could also be Virgo time, which is August, September. Maybe something important happened. And, you know, Virgos are also very meticulous about things. They're logical. They're very orderly. So maybe you're approaching your finances this way. You have the star. So you have the star and Gemini, and you know that it might be that you are of two minds, but you know what? There's a way you're going to do something that's going to be successful. The star is a very good omen. Advice, guidance is to perhaps keep certain things to yourself with the moon, and you have the world right next to it. So as much as you may have come out with certain things, there are certain things that you're being asked not to reveal. Maybe reveal it a little at a time. Maybe keep certain things to yourself, because if you do that, things will mushroom anyway, and the proof will be in the outcome. Okay? Over here, in career and business, you have the lie. Where are you? This earring was given to me by someone who lies, and it's backed up with good luck, actually, promise, and an amplification. So you might be lying to other people about or hiding what you really want to do. I mean, it's very possible. It could be that someone's lying to you too, but I'm really not getting that feeling. It's right next to, this is what I consider the self, and it's very close to the center. So I'm thinking that you're lying. You're either lying to yourself or you're lying to protect yourself. Take it out how it resonates here. Here you have another Virgo in love and partnerships. That's interesting. Virgo came out twice for you. So Virgo is somehow important. So maybe you approach finances and love and partnerships in the same way, logically, or you could have a Virgo in your life that's very important to you, or will be very important to you. But you should hang on to that, or maybe something like I said during Virgo time. Here we have, what is this? Taurus. So we have Taurus in between social and others and love and partnerships. Taurus is the bull. You could be extremely stubborn about certain things, but it's bad. You know, it's not off the charts stubborn, because you do have the Libra symbol, and the Libra symbol is very close to the center, and that is a very balanced symbol. So you're either trying to balance everything on here, or you are a very balanced person. Right next, wow, wait a minute, and we'll get to that, huh? Right here we have an owl next to the Libra, so it is something that you intuitively know. There is a lot of hope, which is great. You have never give up. Spirit is really telling you to stay on this, whatever it is. It's really promising. But look, this says no. This is a coin flip, and it says no, and it was laying right on this, which is in the center of your reading, and this is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is deception. So this, coupled with this, you're either being deceived or you are deceiving someone else. And in the very, very center, underneath it all, I think the closest thing to you is more deception. I mean, the truth is, I think these are two different things. Normally, I would group them together. I do think this is you maybe not being honest about certain things in your head, being self-protective that way. But this looks like somebody is actually being deceptive, and this is telling you no. So if you come across a situation where something seems too good to be true, and it's an offer or something like that, I would really look at it, because that is someone stealing from you, a con man, or someone lying to you for their personal gain. It is very close to you. So just be careful of that. So let's go to health and well-being. Health and well-being. Health and well-being. Health and well-being. Yeah, you feel bound. The binding energy was making you feel almost sick. So this, whatever it is, had to come out. Finances. You have two. You have memories of maybe what you wanted to do, and then new beginnings. So memories of the old you. Maybe you wanted something totally different most of your life, and now you're looking at something. This is fire energy. This is new beginnings. This is a fire sign stepping into their power. It's mature energy for a fire sign. Career and business. Career and business. Decisions. Decisions that you've already made. Decisions that you have yet to make. Others. So maybe it's this fall that you've come to a decision, or you make a decision known to others. Love and partnerships. Yeah, you feel bogged down by maybe a commitment that you've made with somebody else, or it could be that somebody's pushing you into a commitment that you're not ready for. Vice. Alchemy. So you are an alchemist of sorts, right? And so the advice is to tap into that more. You have a way about you of having an idea, running with it, and where most people would fall flat on their face, you will turn it into some kind of a thing that makes money. Self. See, under spirit and self, you have assistance. So I don't know if you have somebody who has passed on that you are very close with, or if you rely on spirit guides. But either way, you have assistance that you're unaware of. Home and family. It says trust in divine time. So you might have to turn to your family when, I mean, if it is your family that you're hiding something from, you might have to come up with the perfect timing for this. And I'm going to do something I don't normally do. I'm going to pull on that because that's terribly close to you. That's a terribly bad thing to have close to you. Well, whatever it is, you do get justice. Justice is on your side. You are a very, here we have reflection, projections. You are a very balanced human being, because you do have a Libra too, okay? So aside from that message, that being on top of the Seven of Swords, whatever it is that's going to attempt to deceive you, or attempt to get over on you, or attempt to pull the wool on, I mean, something is very, very close to you that's going to do that. And when I say close, I don't necessarily mean a good friend or someone close like a family member. Close meaning time-wise. It could be a family member, but I'm saying it seems like it's going to happen soon. And it's the person responsible for this is close to you, meaning in proximity. So just beware of that. It might not be a warning for all of you. It might just be for some of you, but it is prevalent in this reading. And the reflection card is, in my opinion, a broken reflection. It's, this idea might seem broken to other people. They might look in the mirror and see a crack, and they're trying desperately to point to that crack and say, look at the reflection. And you're looking at the mirror and saying, I see myself, I don't see the crack. And they have all sorts of limiting fears when it comes to this thing. And you have this oneness of mind and heart, okay? You are absolutely on the right path here. So it's going to be the type of situation where my opinion is not going to be the popular one, and neither is yours, but you know what you know what you know, okay? You have all this, where is it? You have all this fire energy and new beginnings all over this reading, and there's no warnings except for that one. But as far as this goes, I really think that you need to go after your dreams. Okay, Leo, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Namaste.